Hello everyone, this is Gurman Jot from BCS and today I'm going to discuss about the art and integration project on Andhra Pradesh. This project is submitted to Miss Amanpreet Kaur and is submitted by Gurmanjot Singh, Gurman Singh, Kirandeep Singh, Anmolpreet Singh, Inderpreet Singh, Hukamjeet Kaur, Harmanpreet Singh and Harmehak Jot Kaur. So let's get started. So now we are going to talk about the economy of Andhra Pradesh and now my good friend Kiran will take over. Thank you.
Economy of Andhra Pradesh is one of the fastest growing economies in India, with growth outstripping that of the wider Indian economy in the past few years. The GSDP constant according to 2011 to 12 prices for the year 2018 to 19 advance estimates is estimated at rupees 8,50,000 crores as against rupees 4,90,134 crores for 2015 to 16 first revised estimates, indicating a growth of 11.61% per capita income at current prices, increased to rupees 1,22,376 from rupees 1,08,163 crores in 2015 to 16, registering a growth of 13.14%. Visakhapatnam is one of the main commercial cities of Andhra Pradesh. The economy is primarily dependent on agriculture, which directly and indirectly employs 62% of the population. The state has been ranked the best state in ease of doing business in the country by the World Bank.
Are discussing about the sector-wise contribution within the Andhra Pradesh economy. As we know, the economy of any state in India, if we take Maharashtra, Karnataka, or any other state, it is basically dependent upon three sectors. So these sectors are primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So, in the economy of Andhra Pradesh, the agricultural sector or the primary sector contributes the 13.36 percentage share, while the secondary sector accounts for a higher 23.47%. Though a massive share of 63.18% is holded by tertiary sector, therefore we can say that economically Andhra Pradesh's economy is dependent upon its tertiary sector or service sector. In 2019 to 2020, the gross value added in agricultural sector grew by 18.96%. The agriculture sector witnessed a 11.67% growth and livestock by 14.53% in 2019 to 20. The growth in agriculture sector in 2018 to 19 was minus 9.83%, while in horticulture it was 60.7% and livestock it was 13.3%. Meanwhile, the industrial sector at constant prices is expected to register a growth of 5.67% in 2019 to 2020. In 2018 to 19, the GVA of industrial sector was 10.24%. The service sector in 2019 to 20 is indicating a growth of 9.11%, while the GVA of the sector was 11.09% in 2018 to 19. Even though the service sector accounts for the major chunk of economy, as we read earlier, it accounts for the 63% of it, but the agricultural sector accounts for an enormous 62% of its employment share. So we can say that the higher contribution in numbers financially comes from the service sector, but most of the economically the employment is provided by the agricultural sector. So if the agricultural sector destroys, the economy of Andhra Pradesh will diminish very soon, since and an huge unemployment crisis will begin in the state. The World Bank ranks Andhra Pradesh first in India in terms of ease of doing business index. Ease of doing business is an index that is issued yearly by the World Bank. It tells that in which countries it is easy to start a business, since starting a business brings investment in country and makes the country financially up. The Now, in the pie chart given below, it gives us a better idea about the divide between the sectors of economy in Andhra Pradesh. So, as we can see, the Andhra Pradesh's economy has the least contribution by agricultural sector, which includes livestock, horticulture, fishing, and forestry. While the industrial sector do contributes a bigger amount, it is still quite smaller chunk compared to the service sector. The industrial sector here accounts for electricity and gas supply, construction, manufacturing, mining, and quarrying. Service sector includes trade, hotels, transport, communication, education, finance, banking, healthcare, and tourism.
Agriculture of Andhra Pradesh. Agriculture has been the chief source of income and main occupation for the state, with 60% of population engaged in agriculture and related activities. Rice is the major food crop and staple food of the state. Other important crops are sugarcane, cotton, mango, tobacco, maize, pulses, etc. Four important rivers of India, the Godavari, Krishna, Panna, and Tungabhadra, flow through the state, providing irrigation. Recently, crops used for vegetable oil production, such as sunflower and peanuts, have gained favor. There are many multi-state irrigation projects in development, including Godavari River Basin irrigation projects and Naga Arjun Sagar Dam. Paddy is one of the major crops cultivated in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh was among the very few states in the country which went in for the Green Revolution in rice cultivation in the 1970s. Agriculture income in the state was rupees 54.599 billion, equal to 770 million US dollars at constant prices in 2012 to 13. Fisheries. Andhra Pradesh fisheries contribute 10% of total fish and shrimp production of India. Accordingly, the government is focused on developing this huge industry on a large scale. The convenient geographical location of the South Indian state allows marine fishing as well as island fish production in Andhra Pradesh. The value of marine products exports from India in 1998 was rupees 4,710 crores, among which the state alone contributed products of rupees 2,000 crores. This data in itself explains the importance of fisheries in Andhra Pradesh. By 2020, Andhra Pradesh wishes to be a major exporter and provider of highly nutritious food. The central coastal districts of the state have been concentrating on advanced methods of fish production, and the farmers are getting encouraged to convert agricultural lands into freshwater fish ponds to obtain better yields and also to make full use of fresh water.
So now we are gonna talk about talk about the tourism industry of Andhra Pradesh. The state of Andhra Pradesh provides a special budget for tourism, financially supporting various activities. As we read for the total state budget that is declared every year in every state and also at the central level, for the so in the budget of Andhra Pradesh, the state provides a special budget for tourism, since Andhra Pradesh is gifted with the gift of natural beauty, and the government has always been promoting tourism up here. The state has helped developing several major religious tourism sector, especially is via the state tourism department. Some of the famous destinations are Tirumala, Sri Salem, Sri Kailastri, etc. Tirumati is one of the major source of income in tourism segment because of the abode of Venkateshwara or Lord Balaji. The temple is one of the richest in the world in terms of donations received. Other important sources of income come from the developing tourism centers at Vishakhapatnam and Vijayawada. So, as we all know, Andhra Pradesh is a coastal state. So, it being a coastal state, the trade through sea is a major part of trade up here. So we can say that the coastal areas or the port of the state are a backbone of the Andhra Pradesh's economy. So now we are going to discuss about the major ports of the state of
Vishakhapatnam
Andhra
port
Pradesh.
is one of 13 major ports in India and the only major port of Andhra Pradesh. It is India's third largest state-owned port by volume of cargo handled and largest on the eastern coast. It is located midway between the Chennai and Kolkata ports. Vishakhapatnam port has three harbors: the outer harbor, inner harbor, and the fishing harbor. The outer harbor has six berths capable of handling vessels with a draft up to 17 meters, while the smaller inner harbor has 18 berths. Has our Panamax compatible Vizag seaport owns two berths in the inner harbor. Berth EQ8 is fully mechanized and berth EQ9 berth is not. The Dolphin's Nose Hill to the north of the entrance channel protects the harbor from cyclones that strike the east coast. The port is located on the area of a creek through which the coastal river Narava Gedda joins the sea.
So the port we are now going to talk about is Kakinada Port. Kakinada Port is located at Kakinada off the coast of India. It is 170 kilometers away from the major port of Vishakhapatnam. Kakinada Port is a large complex comprising Kakinada Anchorage Port, Kakinada Deep Water Port, Kakinada Fishing Harbour, Shipbreaking Unit. Kakinada Anchorage Port has a century long tradition. So, as we read earlier, Kakinada Port is historically one of the major ports in Andhra Pradesh and has also one of the biggest ports in the state, and is quite near to Vishakhapatnam port, which also gives it a major advantage over the other ports in the state. In the state, because the Visakhapatnam port is one of the biggest ports in India. It used to be the first in the country. So, the Kakinada Deepwater Port is an all-weather deepwater port, and the channel has depth of 12 meter 30, which translates to 39 feet. The port can handle vessels up to 50,000 DWT. The port handled at 10.81 million tons of cargo in 2010 to 2011. The AP government developed the Kakinada beach in 2013, and it has hundreds acre of land covered from port to Upada area. Kakinada Port Railway Station was also opened in 2011. So we can see in the city of Kakinada, the port has become a center of major or thriving economic activity, since it also a new railway stations was opened there because of the port. There are also a beach was developed due to the port, and which also attracts tourists and is also beneficiary for the port. At the end, I would like to acknowledge all the efforts that teachers have put in us for the project, and I would also like to thank all my mates which have been very helpful and been contributing much in this